Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's Dalton. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hands up, ladies. Microphone phone. Hey, pick your game up.
First and 10 for Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their own 26. The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second and 11 now. Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Foles. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, then maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
There's Foles. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check three. Watch out.
Now Hill. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambo will put this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do that. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Completes it to Lee. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
But it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Bengals take over 5th and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Squeeze, double.
Dalton here from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. It doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Even. 4th down. Even. Ain't no looking up. 50, Mike 50.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He'll drop to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Ross on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Dalton, 1st and 10. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Andy Dalton now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Foles now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Complete to his tight end, Seth DeValve. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Tighten up. Hey, Kaden. 1-1. Hey, turn it up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Here we go. 180. 52, come on. Let's get the ball. What is it?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Andy Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Hands up. Ladies. 50. Watch the curl. Hands up.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Foles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Foles. Throw right side of the tight end to Shaughnessy. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though he completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On second down, it's Hill. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Foles. And finding Keelan Cole. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Foles. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 11-yard line.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, great. Here we go.
They'll drop the throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
4 down. Check. Under.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And able to find Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. Andy Dalton now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that in this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hands up, lady! Mike, 44. I got you. Hands up.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was sent to Valve. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. On second and 2, Foles. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at